you tell us about your tax?
Uh, yeah, I mean, not much to tell. I like getting tattooed. I was addicted to it for a long time. You know, some of them mean stuff, but I'm not gonna get into that if I'm being completely honest. So
So going
move
forward in
on.
your career, what's something from this fight that you really want to focus on becoming better at?
Finding 135ers to fight. That's not necessarily my job, but that's what I want to get better at. There's always things I can get better at. My man right here, Dan Dubuque, he's gonna let me know what I did wrong. I'm sure he has a plethora of things that he's gonna tell me I need to work on, and that's why I love him.
When can we expect to see you in the cage again?
Um, next year. Next year for sure. I'm gonna take a few months off. I've been competing a lot. I fought 3 times this year already. I've done fucking I don't even know how many 8, 10 jiu-jitsu competitions and 3 MMA fights. It's time for me to take a few months and kind of collect myself a little bit. I'd like to get back around January, I think.
Congratulations. You deserve that break.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Good. What's going on, man?
All right, so you're 2-0 before this fight.
Yep.
Now you're 3-0.
Yes, sir.
What you got, Todd? What you doing?
He was strong. He was a strong kid. But I knew that my cardio was going to be the difference, and he seemed to fade a little bit as the later rounds came. To be honest, I'm not mad at this 45 fight. You know, I would do this again, but I would much rather fight at 135. I believe I'm a true 135er. You know, he's a legit 145er. You know, and I'm not a big 35er, so for me to go up to 45, it's like, you know what I mean? I'm rolling the dice a little bit, but I got all the faith in the world in myself and my skill set. So.
Big St. January next year. Do you have a name for after 135 that, hey,
Nah, I'm not really interested in calling anybody out. You know, I want a tough 135er, a legit 135er that's been through tough fights. That's what I want. I just want a tough kid at 135 that has 2 or 3 fights. You know, I'm looking for tough fights at amateur. I don't want anything easy. I don't want nothing handed to me. You know, I see the 135 title at Cage Titans in my near future.
now you said to me yesterday that you were driving to water and you did that. Congratulations.
Yes, I didn't get the finish though, so I was a little upset with that. But thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Ready?
So, Mike, you got a good win here. So, how does it feel like, not the local guy, but how do you feel like just coming in here and walking into work?
It's fantastic. There's nothing like it, man. It's, you know, I live for this shit, dude. It's, you know, you sacrifice a lot to get to this point right here, and every single time it's like it's a tough road every time, no matter what. But it's once you're here, man, it's like it's just the best thing in the world, man. I can't explain it. It's like fucking the high is unreal, man. The lows are low, but the highs are high, man.
Well, it seems like you're not having too many lows because you're undefeated right now. How does that feel right now?
It feels great. Right. I feel it feels great, man. To come out 3-0 feels amazing. That's what I wanted. I wanted to come out with a win. You know, I wanted to get the finish, but I'm happy with the win, and I think I did enough to definitively win the fight. And I've taken my losses. You know, I had a lot of fights before I got into MMA, and I've taken a bunch of losses in Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, all that stuff. So, you know, I know the feeling, and that's why I fight so hard to win. You know.
And my last thing is, I think we both are in the same boat where our tattoos are like, yeah, they mean something, but yeah, they don't.
Keep that to
In our
myself.
mind, it does.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
with that, I congratulate you tonight, and congratulations on your win.
Thank you, brother.
I wish you nothing but the best.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Mike, what was your mindset going into this particular fight?
My mindset is always the same going into any kind of fight, any kind of competition where it's mano a mano. You know, I don't focus on what the other dude can do, what he's done. You know, it's me, and I'm confident in my skills and the work I put in day and day out in training, and I come in knowing that I'll never quit and I'll never fold. So they got to kill me. If you want to beat me, you're gonna have to kill me. You know, and that's my mindset going into any kind of fight.
Your cardio seems absolutely amazing. Like I can't even do stairs, and you did all these rounds. You know what I mean? Did you experience any obstacles leading up to this fight?
Yeah, there's always obstacles. You get injured here and there. You know, this was a good camp. Honestly, my weight cut was. You know, I don't have to cut a lot. I shouldn't have to cut a lot to get to this weight. And I kind of had a little fuck up there a few weeks ago, and it wasn't looking good. And then I kind of turned it around, and it ended up not being bad at all. So that was a major obstacle this time. That's usually the biggest obstacle I have, man. I love to eat. Like my mother is Italian. She constantly cooking shit up, man. It's tough, but I'm gonna get a whole tray of eggplant parm when I go home now. So.
Nice. If you can't find a 135er, would you be willing to fight again in this division?
I mean, I don't want to say no because I'm not going to turn down fights. If I feel like it's time for me to be active again, then I'm going to get active. I'm going to fight whoever they want me to fight. But I believe that I deserve to fight a 35er. You know, I want a guy my size. You know, I don't think it's too much to ask. It's not like he was like a whole lot bigger than me, but you know, there's a strength. There's weight classes for a reason. You know, so I'd like to fight at 35.
Yeah, I mean, I see your coaches, so I know they're not gonna put you in a position that you shouldn't be in.
Right.
Congratulations on your win,
Thank you.
and we look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you. I appreciate
Have
it.
a
Yes.
Is it harder to be an Italian in this type of game? Like, you know, like they have like feasts of like eggplant, chicken parm, lasagna,
Bro,
ziti,
my
like,
God,
everything.
it's rough. You know, like, it's tough, man. It's not easy. But you know what? Also comes with being Italian, the grit. You know, coming up, like there ain't really much like that. Like the men in my family, there ain't no soft shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So everything in my life has prepared me to be in this sport and to do what I'm doing and to fight through all the things you have to fight through on a daily basis, and whether that's in the cage or outside in your regular life. So I love my heritage. I love where I come from. You know, there's difficulties, but it's a blessing also. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
awesome. Can we just see your flag that you
Yeah.
have before you?
CT Combat. That's my home. My home away from home. CT Combat.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Where we at, right this way?